In the world of sports and celebrity, few figures have captured the public's imagination as dramatically as OJ Simpson. From his early days as a football legend to his later years marked by scandal and controversy, Simpson's life has been a tumultuous journey. As the years passed, OJ's troubles continued. Legal battles, financial ruin, and a stint in prison further tarnished his reputation. Today, we delve into the tragic story of Simpson's life and death, exploring the highs and lows of a once great icon whose fall from grace remains one of the most captivating narratives of our time. Join us as we unravel the complex and often heartbreaking tale of a man whose life was defined by both triumph and tragedy. OJ Simpson, a multifaceted figure in American sports and entertainment, left behind a legacy intertwined with both triumph and controversy when he passed away in April 2024. Renowned as a formidable American football player, sports commentator, and actor, Simpson's life story is marked by highs and lows, with financial matters often at the forefront. His athletic prowess shone brightly during his 11 seasons in the National Football League, NFL. Notably with the Buffalo Bills, where he carved his name among the pantheon of the greatest running backs of all time. However, Simpson's professional achievements were cast into the shadow of the highly publicized trial for the 1994 murders of his ex-wife Nicole Brown and her friend Ron Goldman, a trial that culminated in his controversial acquittal. Financially, Simpson's estate at the time of his death was estimated to be around $3 million. This wealth was attributed to various sources, including a pension investment account valued at approximately $2 million before his legal entanglements in the 1990s. Over the ensuing decades, these funds were passively managed, contributing to Simpson's estimated net worth range of $2 to $5 million. Additionally, his involvement in film and television garnered him a modest grant from the Screen Actors Guild, supplementing his income. Despite legal battles and civil judgments, Simpson's assets were largely shielded from legal encumbrances and remained untouched by the Goldman family, who sought restitution for the wrongful death of Ron Goldman. Notably, Simpson's pension earnings provided a substantial annual income of approximately $400,000. However, any additional earnings he accrued outside of this pension were earmarked for the Goldman family to settle the outstanding $33 million civil judgment against him. To date, only a fraction of the damages has been paid, primarily sourced from the auction of Simpson's personal items in the 1990s. Rumors persist regarding Simpson's alleged offshore accounts, particularly in the Cayman Islands, with speculation suggesting hidden millions. These claims have long been asserted by the Goldman family and gained traction during Simpson's 2008 robbery trial, where covert recordings captured discussions implying financial secrecy. OJ Simpson, born in 1947 in San Francisco, California, Simpson's upbringing was colored by the struggles of his working-class family. His mother, Eunice, worked as a hospital attendant, while his father, Jimmy Lee Simpson, held multiple jobs, including custodial work at the Federal Reserve Bank and as a chef. Notably, Jimmy Lee Simpson was also a prominent figure in the Bay Area drag scene and later came out as gay, a revelation that added layers to the family's narrative. Tragically, Jimmy Lee Simpson succumbed to AIDS in 1986, leaving behind a legacy that intertwined personal identity and societal acceptance. Simpson's childhood in San Francisco's Potrero Hill neighborhood was far from easy. Afflicted by rickets in his early years, Simpson endured the discomfort of leg braces until the age of 5, leaving him with a distinctive bowed posture. Despite these physical challenges, Simpson exhibited a resourceful spirit from a young age, earning pocket money by selling tickets and collecting seat cushions at Kezar Stadium, showcasing an early entrepreneurial flair. The familial landscape shifted when Simpson's parents separated in 1952, leaving Eunice to raise Simpson and his siblings single-handedly. Despite the upheaval, Simpson found solace and inspiration in sports, eventually finding his stride on the football field at Galileo High School. Playing for the Galileo Lions, Simpson's athleticism shone through as he transitioned from tackle to fullback, leaving an indelible mark on the school's football legacy. Yet, Simpson's adolescence was not without its trials. Attracted to the allure of street life, he briefly joined a local gang, the Persian Warriors, and encountered run-ins with the law that landed him in detention at the San Francisco Youth Guidance Center. It was during this tumultuous period that Simpson crossed paths with baseball legend Willie Mays, whose words of wisdom resonated deeply with the young athlete, urging him to chart a different course. Guided by Mays' counsel and fueled by a desire for redemption, Simpson redirected his energies towards sports and entrepreneurship. As he graduated from high school in 1965, Simpson's journey was poised for a dramatic turn, laying the foundation for a future marked by both athletic prowess and societal scrutiny. OJ Simpson's journey from gridiron glory to cultural icon is a saga etched with triumphs, challenges, and enduring legacy. As a standout football talent at Galileo High School, Simpson's on-field prowess captured attention, yet his lackluster academic record hindered widespread college recruitment. Undeterred, Simpson embarked on a collegiate odyssey that would shape his destiny. In 1965, Simpson found his footing at City College of San Francisco, showcasing his versatility as both a running back and defensive back. It was here that his gridiron exploits earned him recognition as a junior college All-American, laying the groundwork for a meteoric rise. Transferring to the University of Southern California, USC, in 1967, Simpson's arrival in Los Angeles heralded the next chapter in his football journey. Under the mentorship of legendary coach John McKay, Simpson's star continued to ascend, culminating in a record-breaking senior season in 1968. With an astonishing 1,709 rushing yards and 22 touchdowns. Simpson's dominance earned him the coveted Heisman Trophy, Maxwell Award, and Walter Camp Award, solidifying his status as a gridiron luminary. The dawn of Simpson's professional career beckoned in 1969, as he was drafted as the #1 pick by the Buffalo Bills. However, negotiations for his contract ignited tension between Simpson and team owner Ralph Wilson, culminating in a high-stakes standoff. With Simpson's demands for a groundbreaking contract looming large, the gridiron icon threatened to pivot to a career in acting. Ultimately, a compromise was reached, catapulting Simpson into the NFL spotlight. Despite initial struggles, Simpson's perseverance bore fruit in 1972, as he surpassed the coveted 1,000-yard rushing mark for the first time in his career. His crowning achievement came in 1973, when he etched his name in the annals of football history as the first player to surpass 2,000 rushing yards in a single season, a feat that remains unparalleled in its sheer magnitude. Simpson's tenure with the Buffalo Bills witnessed a string of accolades, including rushing titles and Pro Bowl appearances. However, injuries truncated his illustrious career, prompting a trade to the San Francisco 49ers in 1978. Despite the twilight of his playing days, Simpson's gridiron legacy endured, culminating in his enshrinement in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1985. Beyond the confines of the football field, Simpson's impact resonated far and wide, earning him a place on the National Football League's 100th anniversary team in 2019. His journey from gridiron glory to cultural icon stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit of perseverance and the enduring allure of athletic excellence. In addition to achieving success in football and athletics, Simpson is also a successful actor, television producer, and commercial spokesman. Even during his college years at USC, Simpson began making appearances on screen, notably in an uncredited role on the iconic series, Dragnet, portraying a potential recruit for the Los Angeles Police Department. Transitioning seamlessly from college to professional football, Simpson's burgeoning acting career continued to gain momentum. In 1975, People magazine hailed him as the first black athlete to become a truly likable media superstar, underscoring his widespread appeal. Simpson's approach to acting was deliberate, eschewing stereotypical roles in blaxploitation films in favor of more nuanced characters, often sharing the screen with seasoned actors like Lee Marvin and Richard Burton. A pivotal moment in Simpson's acting journey came in 1975 with his memorable role in a Hertz commercial, which not only bolstered his acting credentials but also showcased his affable persona to a broader audience. Despite his burgeoning success, Simpson remained humble, expressing a desire to attain recognition with prestigious awards like the Oscar or Emmy. The pinnacle of Simpson's acting career came with his portrayal of Detective Nordberg in the wildly popular Naked Gun trilogy alongside Leslie Nielsen and Priscilla Presley. His comedic timing and on-screen charisma endeared him to audiences, solidifying his status as a bona fide Hollywood star. Yet, Simpson's career trajectory took a tumultuous turn with missed opportunities. Notably his near casting as the eponymous character in The Terminator in 1984. Director James Cameron initially considered Simpson for the role before ultimately casting Arnold Schwarzenegger, altering the course of cinematic history. Despite setbacks, Simpson's ambition remained undaunted. He embarked on projects like the untelevised pilot for Frogman, a promising endeavor that ultimately fell through amid legal woes. Simpson's foray into television continued with Juiced, a hidden camera prank show that showcased his irreverent sense of humor, albeit amidst controversy. Simpson's contributions to entertainment spanned decades, leaving an enduring legacy that transcended the gridiron. His journey from football stardom to Hollywood luminary serves as a testament to the boundless potential of reinvention and resilience in the face of adversity. Endorsement deals. OJ Simpson's endorsement deals catapulted him into the realm of commercial success, cementing his status as a sought-after brand ambassador. Before his NFL debut in 1969, Simpson inked a lucrative endorsement contract with Chevrolet, fetching him a handsome sum of $250,000 annually. This was just the beginning of Simpson's journey into the world of advertising, as he would go on to lend his name to a plethora of products and services. Among Simpson's notable endorsements were Tree Sweet Orange Juice, Pioneer Chicken, and Honey Baked Ham, each contributing to his growing stature as a marketable personality. However, it was his partnership with car rental giant Hertz that truly elevated Simpson to iconic status. Serving as Hertz's main celebrity endorser from 1975 to 1992, Simpson's ads, featuring his trademark sprint through airports, became synonymous with the brand's image. The financial windfall from Simpson's association with Hertz was staggering, with the gridiron star raking in millions of dollars in endorsement earnings. Even after being replaced as Hertz's chief endorser in 1992, Simpson continued to receive a monthly stipend of $45,000 from the company, along with perks such as lavish golf trips. In a twist of fate, Simpson's ties to Hertz intersected with the tragic events of June 12, 1994, when he was en route to a Hertz-sponsored golf tournament in Chicago on the night of the Brentwood murders. This ill-fated journey would mark a turning point in Simpson's relationship with the company, as he was subsequently terminated from his endorsement deal following his arrest. Simpson's endorsement ventures epitomized the convergence of athletic prowess and commercial appeal, illustrating the lucrative potential of celebrity partnerships in the world of advertising. Having gone through all the challenges to reach this success, it is no surprise that we will introduce the houses that were previously associated with his name. Mansion in Brentwood, Los Angeles. The Rockingham House, also known as O.J. Simpson's former residence, was once an opulent 6,000-square-foot estate on Rockingham Avenue in Los Angeles. Designed to emulate an English cottage, the house boasted a spacious pond and lush gardens that created a sense of seclusion and tranquility on the property. However, it also became infamous due to its association with one of the most sensational trials in American history. Simpson purchased the estate in 1977 for $650,000 and resided there for many years. The house became the focus of intense media scrutiny following the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman in 1994. The high-profile police chase involving Simpson in his white Ford Bronco ended at the Rockingham property, capturing the attention of the nation and adding to the house's dark reputation. The estate featured a guest house which was occupied by Cato Kellen, a friend of the Simpson family, at the time of the murders. Kallen's presence at the property became a key aspect of the investigation, as he was one of the last individuals to see Simpson on the night of the murders. Simpson offered guided tours of his luxurious home, showcasing its extravagant features such as the large stone fireplace and a grand vanity in the master bedroom. The living room, spanning the entire length of the house, provided ample space for family gatherings and social events. However, the house's dark history ultimately overshadowed its lavish amenities. Forensic evidence found at the Rockingham estate played a pivotal role in Simpson's trial, as prosecutors presented blood evidence linking him to the crime scene. In 1998, the Rockingham house was razed to make way for a new housing development, effectively erasing the physical reminder of the estate's tumultuous past. Despite its demolition, the legacy of the house remains etched in the collective memory as a symbol of one of the most controversial legal cases in modern history. Mansion in Summerlin, Las Vegas. In the aftermath of his release from prison in 2017, O.J. Simpson embarked on a new chapter in his life, finding a fresh start in a Spanish-style mansion in Summerlin, Las Vegas. This spacious 5,037-square-foot home, situated in an affluent country club neighborhood, offered Simpson a measure of comfort and privacy. The property, nestled at the end of a quiet cul-de-sac, was constructed in 2005 and owned by James Barnett, a friend of Simpson's who graciously provided him with a place to live during that time. The lavish residence boasted 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms, affording ample space for Simpson to live a comfortable life. The home also featured a private pool and putting green, reflecting Simpson's interest in leisure activities. He was often seen shooting videos within the confines of his home, as well as on the nearby golf course, showcasing his passion for the sport and his enjoyment of the serene surroundings. Despite the occasional speculation about a possible return to Florida, Simpson chose to remain in Las Vegas until his passing in 2024. The decision to stay in the city where he had found solace and a sense of community may have been driven by the comfort and security his residence in Summerlin provided. Ultimately, Simpson's final years were spent in the city he called home, where he continued to engage in his favorite pastimes and enjoy a quieter life. Mansion in Florida. In 2002, OJ Simpson sought a fresh start in Miami, purchasing a new home to live in with his children. The sprawling property offered Simpson a sanctuary of privacy, a luxury he likely craved given the public scrutiny that surrounded him. A large entrance gate and an abundance of tropical plants shielded the home from prying eyes and added a sense of seclusion. The residence, encompassing 4,148 square feet of living space, boasted 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. The interior of the home featured modern updates since Simpson's departure, with significant renovations carried out in the kitchen. The residence combined contemporary design with functionality, creating a comfortable living space. A large concrete structure served as a focal point in the family room, echoing the matching concrete floors throughout. These design elements added a unique touch to the home, blending both aesthetics and practical considerations. The outdoor amenities of the property were equally impressive. A spacious backyard swimming pool provided an opportunity for relaxation and enjoyment, while a soccer field catered to recreational activities. A 2-car garage offered convenience and protection for vehicles, completing the list of modern conveniences. Simpson's time at the Miami home came to an end in 2008, when he was arrested for armed robbery. Following his departure, the house changed hands, eventually selling for $1 million in 2019. The property remains a noteworthy part of Simpson's life, representing both a period of respite and a reminder of his complex journey. Personal life. OJ Simpson's personal life is a tapestry woven with joy, tragedy, and tumultuous relationships that captivated the public's attention. His journey into matrimony began on June 24, 1967, when he wed Marguerite L. Whitley, with whom he shared 3 children, Arnell L. Simpson, Jason Lamar Simpson, and Aaron LaShawn Simpson. Tragically, the family faced heartbreak when Aaron drowned in the family swimming pool in August 1979, casting a shadow over their lives. Amidst marital strife, Simpson's path crossed with that of Nicole Brown, a waitress at the Daisy nightclub in Beverly Hills. Despite being married to Marguerite, Simpson embarked on a relationship with Brown, ultimately leading to divorce in March 1979. The romance between Simpson and Brown blossomed, culminating in marriage on February 2, 1985, following Simpson's retirement from professional football. The union bore 2 children, Sidney Brooke Simpson and Justin Ryan Simpson. Yet the marital bliss was short-lived, as the couple parted ways after 7 tumultuous years. Simpson's relationships extended beyond the confines of matrimony, as he forged a friendship with brothers Lyle and Eric Menendez, who would later become infamous for the murder of their parents in 1989. Simpson's interactions with the Menendez brothers took a surreal turn when they reunited in prison following Simpson's arrest for a double murder in the 1990s, highlighting the interconnectedness of their lives. However, Simpson's union with Brown was marred by allegations of domestic violence, with Brown alleging multiple instances of abuse over the years. Despite her calls for help, authorities seemingly failed to intervene, leaving Brown vulnerable to further harm. The cycle of abuse culminated in Brown filing for divorce in 1992, citing irreconcilable differences exacerbated by Simpson's alleged affair with model Tawny Kitaen. Even after their divorce, Simpson and Brown attempted to reconcile, only for their tumultuous relationship to unravel once more amidst allegations of violence and infidelity. The toxic dynamic between Simpson and Brown, marked by obsession and volatility, reached a tragic climax with Brown's murder in June 1994, a crime for which Simpson would stand trial. The revelations of Simpson's abusive behavior toward Brown, documented in prosecutors' findings during his murder trial, shed light on the dark underbelly of their relationship. Their story serves as a cautionary tale of the perils of domestic strife and the devastating consequences of unchecked violence within relationships. Following his acquittal of murder charges in 1995, Simpson embarked on a relationship with Christy Prody, who was 19 years old at the time. Prody, who worked as a cocktail waitress, later revealed that she often feared for her life throughout their tumultuous 13-year relationship. Legal issues. The events of June 12, 1994, marked a watershed moment in American history, igniting a media frenzy that would reverberate for years to come. Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend, Ron Goldman, were discovered brutally stabbed to death outside Brown's Brentwood apartment in Los Angeles. The grim discovery sent shockwaves through the community, sparking a manhunt for the perpetrator. OJ Simpson, Brown's ex-husband, swiftly emerged as the prime suspect in the murders, with no other suspects ever identified. Simpson asserted his innocence, claiming he was at home awaiting a limousine for a flight to Chicago on the night of the murders. However, mounting evidence and Simpson's failure to surrender to authorities cast a shadow of suspicion over him. The subsequent pursuit of Simpson by police, captured live on television, gripped the nation's attention. Riding in a white Ford Bronco driven by his longtime friend Al Cowlings, Simpson led police on a high-speed chase along Highway 405, armed with a pistol and threatening self-harm. The spectacle, broadcast on virtually every TV station, mesmerized viewers, with an estimated 95 million people tuning in, earning it the moniker, the most famous ride on American shores since Paul Revere. The aftermath of Brown's death spurred action on Capitol Hill, galvanizing support for the passage of the Violence Against Women Act in September 1994. This landmark legislation created the National Domestic Violence Hotline, offering vital support to victims of domestic abuse. The ensuing trial of OJ Simpson, presided over by Judge Lance Ito, captivated the world, earning the moniker, Trial of the Century. Simpson's defense team, including luminaries like Robert Kardashian and Johnny Cochran, faced off against prosecutors Marcia Clark and Christopher A. Darden in a courtroom drama that unfolded over 9 months, making it the longest trial in California history. The trial's televised proceedings catapulted minor figures like Kato Kellen into the spotlight, while exposing flaws in the police investigation, including lost evidence and mishandled DNA samples. Despite these shortcomings, the jury, composed mostly of black individuals, deliberated for 266 days before ultimately acquitting Simpson of the murders. Prosecutors presented a litany of DNA evidence linking Simpson to the crime scene, including blood found in his car matching both victims, Brown's blood on his socks, and fibers from a Ford Bronco similar to his own, among other damning pieces of evidence. The centerpiece of the prosecution's case was the infamous glove, purportedly worn by the killer, which was discovered at Simpson's home and matched by its mate found at Brown's apartment. However, Simpson's defense team, led by the charismatic Johnny Cochran, famously declared, "If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit," casting doubt on the validity of the evidence. This pivotal moment in the trial, when Simpson struggled to put on the glove in court, captured the attention of the nation. Yet, the trial extended far beyond a mere examination of forensic evidence. It ignited a powder keg of racial tensions, exacerbated by the defense's relentless scrutiny of Mark Fuhrman, a white detective with a history of racist remarks. Cochran and his team deftly wielded Fuhrman's tainted credibility to paint a picture of systemic police corruption, resonating deeply with many African Americans who viewed Simpson as a victim of racial bias within the criminal justice system. The verdict, delivered after months of courtroom drama, stunned the nation. On October 3, 1995, Simpson was acquitted of both murders, sending shockwaves across the country. The reaction was starkly divided along racial lines, with many African Americans celebrating the verdict as a triumph of justice, while others, particularly whites, expressed disbelief and outrage. After O.J. Simpson's acquittal in the criminal trial, the families of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman pursued justice through a civil lawsuit. Represented by Daniel Petruccelli, Fred Goldman, Ron Goldman's father, sought restitution, while Simpson was defended by Robert Baker. The proceedings unfolded under the watchful eye of Judge Hiroshi Fujisaki, who imposed strict restrictions on media coverage within the courtroom to ensure a fair trial. Racial issues, deemed potentially inflammatory, were excluded from the proceedings. The civil trial commenced on October 23, 1996, and concluded on January 16, 1997, after both sides presented their arguments. On February 5, 1997, the jury in Santa Monica, California, unanimously found Simpson liable for the wrongful deaths of Goldman and the assault against Brown. Simpson was ordered to pay a staggering $33 million in damages, with $8 million awarded to the Goldman family and $25 million in punitive damages split between both families. Despite the substantial verdict, Simpson's net worth at the time was only $11 million. Financial woes soon followed for Simpson. In 1997, he defaulted on his mortgage, leading to the foreclosure of his longtime residence on North Rockingham Avenue. The subsequent demolition of his home in 1998 marked a symbolic end to an era. Efforts to satisfy the judgment against him continued, including the auction of his prized Heisman Trophy, which fetched nearly $500,000 for the Goldman family in 1999. Additionally, attempts to claim Simpson's NFL pension by the Goldman family were unsuccessful. Simpson's troubles escalated further in 2007 when he found himself entangled in another legal debacle. Accused of orchestrating a robbery at a Las Vegas hotel casino, Simpson faced a litany of charges, including kidnapping and assault. Despite initial denials, Simpson was arrested, and bail was set at $125,000. Several of his co-defendants struck plea deals with prosecutors, implicating Simpson in the crime. The subsequent trial, held in September 2008, resulted in Simpson's conviction on all charges. He was sentenced to 33 years in prison, with eligibility for parole after 9 years. Despite subsequent legal maneuvers and appeals, including a bid for a new trial, Simpson remained incarcerated at the Lovelock Correctional Center. Even as efforts to reopen his case were met with denials from the Nevada Supreme Court, Simpson's legal battles continued to captivate the public imagination, leaving an indelible mark on American legal history. On July 31, 2013, the Nevada Parole Board made a pivotal decision in OJ Simpson's ongoing legal saga, granting him parole on several charges. However, his detention persisted due to remaining weapons and assault charges. The board meticulously weighed Simpson's criminal history and his conduct while overwhelmed before arriving at their verdict. 4 years later, on July 20, 2017, during another parole hearing, Simpson received a favorable outcome, with the board granting him parole under certain conditions, including travel restrictions and abstaining from excessive alcohol consumption. Consequently, on October 1 of the same year, after nearly 9 years behind bars, Simpson was finally released. Illness and death. On a gloomy May Day in 2023, a somber announcement shook the world of sports. OJ Simpson, the iconic football player turned actor, revealed he had been diagnosed with cancer. Despite the grim news, Simpson remained resolute, expressing his belief that he would overcome this new opponent. He divulged that he had commenced chemotherapy, ready to face the battle head-on. However, the resilient spirit of Simpson was soon tested again. In February 2024, reports surfaced indicating that Simpson was now grappling with prostate cancer, adding another layer of complexity to his health struggles. As the months passed, the gravity of Simpson's condition became increasingly apparent. A mere 10 days before his passing, he abruptly canceled a planned memorabilia signing, citing feelings of unwellness. In his final days, surrounded by loved ones, Simpson bid farewell to the world he had left an indelible mark upon. On April 10, 2024, at the age of 76, Simpson succumbed to the relentless grip of the disease that had plagued him. His passing marked the end of an era, leaving behind a legacy both revered and tainted. News of Simpson's death reverberated across the globe, evoking a spectrum of emotions. Yet, amidst the expressions of grief and reflection, controversy lingered. Simpson's legal troubles cast a long shadow over his athletic prowess, dividing public opinion. The National Football League, NFL, tasked with acknowledging the loss of one of its former stars, offered a brief mention through an Associated Press report. However, notable entities such as the Buffalo Bills, San Francisco 49ers, and the University of Southern California, USC, where Simpson had once soared as a college football sensation, remained conspicuously silent. Amid the cacophony of reactions, voices from various spheres weighed in on Simpson's complex legacy. The Goldman family, forever intertwined with Simpson's narrative through the tragic deaths of Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson, issued a statement tinged with resignation. Expressing dashed hopes for accountability, they extended gratitude to those who had kept their loved ones in their thoughts. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre offered a brief sentiment of condolence, acknowledging the family's request for privacy. Yet, amidst the solemn tributes, echoes of Simpson's tumultuous past resurfaced. Sports analyst Stephen A. Smith encapsulated the dichotomy of Simpson's legacy, acknowledging his athletic prowess while confronting the specter of his infamous legal saga. Meanwhile, David Zucker, director of The Naked Gun, chose a more provocative approach, juxtaposing Simpson's acting career with the shadow of suspicion that followed him. In death, as in life, Simpson remained a figure of controversy. Even decisions regarding his final resting place were not without contention. Plans for Simpson's cremation in Las Vegas were announced. But scientific inquiry into the potential effects of chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, on his brain met resistance from the Simpson family. Additionally, the executor of Simpson's estate initially signaled resistance to transferring funds to the Brown and Goldman families, only to reverse course in the face of mounting scrutiny. As the world grappled with the loss of an icon, the legacy of OJ Simpson stood as a testament to the complexities of fame, success, and the enduring grip of infamy. In death, as in life, Simpson's story remained as layered and divisive as ever, leaving behind a legacy that defied easy categorization. His life serves as a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the fragility of fame and the consequences of one's choices. In the end, O.J. Simpson's story is a tragic mix of triumph and despair, a life that began with promise but ultimately ended in sadness. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and may it inspire reflection and introspection in all of us. Don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.